Hi, friends, and welcome to What's Up with That Wednesday. Today, we're going to be talking about what is up with your doctor dosing your meds based on your TSH. This happens to so many women, and it is not the best way to find the correct dosing for your medication. Now, as a review, your brain is watching over all of the cells in your body, and every single cell in your body has a thyroid receptor on it. So, if you're not producing enough thyroid hormone and your cells aren't getting enough hormone, you're going to be having issues like anxiety, weight gain, constipation, exhaustion, fatigue, hair loss. All of these things are going to be happening. So, your brain is going to say, oh no, Missy needs some more thyroid hormone. Things aren't going well for her cells. So, the brain will send out a message: thyroid stimulating hormone, TSH, will go to the thyroid, telling it to make more. So the thyroid makes T4, and that is 4 iodines bound to a protein. Okay, T4 is a cool hormone. However, your cells cannot use it. It has to first be converted into the liver as T3, and that's what our cells can use. So many of us will go to the doctor and we'll have these symptoms I was just describing. We feel cold all the time. We're having problems with weight gain. We're eating very little calories and still losing or gaining weight. We can't lose weight. So the doctor will check the TSH. And this is where the first breakdown usually happens. We talk a lot in this group about how TSH is not a good test to assess thyroid function. The range for that is 0.5 to 5 on most standard tests. I like to see women around 1. So a lot of women come in to my programs with TSHs that are 3, 4, or 4.9, and their doctor will say, that's normal. That is not normal. That tells us that your cells, even the cells down here in your fingers, aren't getting thyroid hormone. So they're sending the message to the brain, and the brain's like, we need more. So anytime that TSH starts to climb above 1, it is essentially the same thing as your brain saying, we need more, we need more. And the louder it gets louder as the number gets higher. So when you're up above 5, it's like, we need more. I've seen women with the hundreds, and that's basically like a megaphone. We need more. So the brain is telling the thyroid to make more. Now, if you go to the doctor, they decide your TSH is too high, they give you a prescription. Most frequently, they give levothyroxine or Synthroid. Now, both of those are T4 only medications. So all they contain is T4, meaning that med needs to go into the liver, get converted to T3 in order to feel great. Now, that step, the conversion step, is where the bulk of us women are broken. And that actually is where the thyroid problem usually originates, is in that conversion of T4 to T3. So for a lot of women, message is fine here, production is fine here, conversion is broken. And that's where we need to start looking at what's going on with the gut and the liver that is preventing that conversion. So when you get put on a thyroid medication, what happens is you get a bunch of T4. That T4 may or may not convert well. Some of it will convert. Some of your symptoms might get a little bit better. Some may not. But what happens through this cascade of events is the message gets sent to your brain. All right, we've got some support here. We're taking a supplement now. We're taking a pill. So you don't need to be shouting at the thyroid anymore. We've got some prescription help here. So anytime you start a prescription medication, your TSH is going to go down because the brain no longer has to yell at the thyroid to make a hormone because you're taking it and swallowing it. So this is a mistake I see from a lot of conventional medical doctors. They don't realize that giving someone a thyroid supplement or prescription is going to lower the TSH. So when you go for your next visit, they pull your TSH and now they're like, oh no, now it's 1. We better lower her dose. So let's say you were taking 100, 125 micrograms of Synthroid, they'll move it down to 88. And then you'll go back next time and your TSH will be higher and they'll say, oh no, well, we better raise her dose. And then it'll be lower. Oh no, we better lower it. Whoop, boop, boop. So we do a bunch of this up and down, up and down. This happened to me for decades in my thyroid history. I finally found a practitioner at one point who explained this to me and said, no, if you're on thyroid medication, it's going to suppress your TSH. So we need to dose based on what's actually getting converted, the free T3. So this is why I push and request and recommend that you all get your free T3 tested, because your TSH might be low, your free T4 might be low or normal, but if it's not converting to T3, you're going to continue to have symptoms forever until we can get that hormone converting. So solutions for that. Number one, let's find out what's going on in the gut and thyroid. So that can be done through testing. I talk about this a lot in my master class. I'll drop the link for you to check that out. Number two can be talking to your doctor about getting the correct test done. And in some cases, it is better to switch from like a levothyroxine or a Synthroid to a medication that contains T4 and T3. And those are called desiccated thyroid. And that's things like Armour, NP, Westroid, Natrethroid. Many women do better on those combination prescriptions because it's already got that converted T3 in it. So those are a couple of things you can do. You can talk to your doctor about. But dosing just based on TSH, not a good idea. It's going to keep you bonking up and down on your dose, feeling good, not feeling good, feeling good, not feeling good. And that can go on, like I said, for decades. I see a lot of women stuck in that hamster wheel. So comment below. Has this happened to you? Have you had this experience of constant med changes? How do you feel on your current med if you're taking it? How do you feel? If you're not taking a med, just share with us. I'd love to hear. All right. What's up with that? Let's talk about it.